I am Patrick Weil, a research professor at the University of Paris 1 Panthéon Sorbonne and a visiting professor and scholar in law at Yale Law School in the United States. Welcome to my exp. The new citizen of today has been created in reaction of the two world wars of the 20th century and their context. During the First World War, the French and the British empires, who had tolerated dual nationalities, had to face the case of some of their citizens who were German and British, or German and French, and who would fight for the enemy. So they created in their law some provision for the denaturalisation or the deprivation of citizenship of these dual citizens who have broken their faithfulness, their allegiance to the French or the British Empire. As the United States had already created in 1906 a provision for denaturalisation, but not for the same reason, for trying to face the corruption that existed in the federal system of attributing citizenship in the United States, the three main democracies had instituted in their law the mechanism of denaturalization. The only right which is totally effective is not to be a slave. It has been proclaimed by the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, and today there is no more any country in the world that in its law, at least not in practice, but at its legislation, permit slavery. The legal consequence of not being a slave is, in international law, to have the nationality of a country. And to illustrate that statement I make, you can ask to yourself the question, what happens if I don't have a nationality? If you don't have a nationality, then the UN come to your support by providing you a status if you are stateless, a protection if you have formally a nationality but you are not protected by your state, if you are a refugee. The UNHCR office is a consulate of the people who have no more consulate. And under the Geneva Convention for the Protection of Refugees and of Stateless People, these people, once they get the status of protection by the UN, have the rights of the most protected foreign immigrants in the country where they have their residence. It shows you how nationality has become, as Hannah Arendt has predicted, the basis of all the other rights you have in a society. Without a nationality, you need to claim the protection of the UN that will give you a proxy of it. So nationality has become clearly the basis of all your other rights, the basis of their guarantees.